Well, Sabbath greetings to everyone. I hope your week's been a productive and profitable week. I just noticed, I hope this video isn't too dark. The lighting in here is not great, and it is actually, it's probably it's just a little bit after sunset here as I'm getting this recorded. Had to run quite a number of errands this afternoon in preparation for the Sabbath, and just finished a wonderful dinner. It was pizza night, and we just finished that not too long ago. Looking forward, by the way, to being in Peoria this Sabbath. Unfortunately, we don't make it around to any of the congregations as much as we would like. But with Peoria, we get to go there so very little that we always look forward to that trip so much, and appreciate so much what the Wolfleys are doing there and serving the congregation there in Peoria, and also helping me to serve the brethren there in the Dubuque area as well. I really appreciate them very much, and we look forward to being in Peoria and sharing the Sabbath there with the brethren. And I hope you all are gearing up for a fantastic and marvelous Sabbath. We're getting very, very close to the Feast of Tabernacles, and I know I don't have to tell you that. I'm sure everybody's busily preparing for that and getting signed up for all the activities at whatever feast sites you're going to. It sure helps us as coordinators if you will sign up, at least register for the activities. You don't necessarily have to pay for them until the feast, but please do. Please get out there and register. We have to turn numbers in, and we need to have the most accurate numbers that we possibly can. So it really helps if you go out there and sign up for whatever activities you are planning on participating in at the feast. I know I appreciate it, as well as I'm sure all the other coordinators do as well. It's been a very, very busy week. It's been a busy week on the world scene. I tell you, I was talking to my wife the other day about how difficult it is, how very difficult it is to watch the news anymore, with some of the things that are happening, just senseless murders, and just absolutely horrendous things happening. I can't help but thinking about 2 Timothy 3, when you think about perilous times, where an individual is just jogging down the road, and is cut down at the prime of life, just in his 20s. And there's other examples as well of these types of things happening just within the last week or so. And then, of course, the reports are, I haven't looked to see for sure, but I will when I'm done with this. I want to see if it's been actually verified and confirmed about the chemical warfare that is likely being used on the Syrian people there. What an absolute horrendous world that we live in at this point. This is not God's world. You cannot watch the news today and think that this is God's world. This world is dominated by Satan, the devil, by his attitude, by his approach. It is just permeating this society. And we need the kingdom of God. We need righteous government. We need the return of Jesus Christ. And how wonderful it is that we can go and get a foretaste, taste just a little bit of what it's going to be like in the kingdom for all mankind at that time. And we look forward to that day. But right now we're sighing and crying over the abominations that are happening all around this world, in our country and around the world. People are truly suffering, and it's horrendous. And yet they don't have all the answers. But we do. We have answers for them. We can tell them. We know what's just ahead. We have the gospel, which means good news. And we're preaching that gospel as God opens more and more doors to do this work at the very end of the age. I hope we feel very privileged and very honored to be a part of that very work that is starting to have such a tremendous impact and reaching parts of the world that likely have never been reached before, certainly not to the same degree. And so we want to be very grateful that we're able to do these things, to be a part of this, and give generously in helping and serving this work as we have opportunity here at these special seasons of the year as they come upon us here in the fall holy days. I hope you're ramping up for that, gearing up for that, getting excited about that. I know I am, and I look very, very much forward to seeing so many of you there in Janesville as we have the opportunity for 5 congregations coming together there in Janesville for the Feast of Trumpets. And so I hope you're all gearing up for that, and thank you so much. I've heard from so many of you that have mentioned that you're praying for me and praying for the other coordinators and praying for all the ministry. Thank you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that sincerely. Thank you for your prayers. It means a lot to me. You all mean a lot to me, and I thank you so much for your loving support. And I just look forward to seeing the Peoria brethren, the rest of you in the weeks ahead, many, many more of you there in Janesville, and look forward to that very much. In the meantime, I hope you have a tremendous Sabbath, a wonderful upcoming week. I hope all is well where you're at, and that you have a wonderful and profitable Sabbath. I love you all, and I just want you to have a tremendous Sabbath. You take care, and we'll talk to you again real soon.